Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody has a question about the parallel dimension tool and basically how you freeze the numbers. He's drawing a house, and I'm just going to draw a rectangle, and I'm going to change my dimensions to feet. And then I'm going to make this 49 feet. Look how big it is. And I've got it, I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to make it 24. The only way I know how to, I don't know how, and he wants it scaled down to 1/8 inch equals 1/8 equals 1 foot. So if we take this rectangle and use the parallel dimension on the inside of your house, I need to set my, I'm just going to make this 1,000 points so we can read it. And then I'm going to go from the inside again. This is the only way I can figure out how to do it, because if you change the outside, it's going to mess everything up. And maybe we can figure it out, or maybe I'm hoping a mathematician will help with this. So let me move that out. Well, let me get rid of my old one. See, this is his page size. Let's make his page size 24. He said he can print it on 24 by 18 paper. So that's his page size. So for just a second, we're going to move this out of the way. Now this is in feet. Now that's the only thing out there. If we hit F4, make sure that's the only thing out there. And we're going to go to Windows, Dockers, and Object Manager. And if we click on this, you see it's a dimension. And so what I'm going to do is select it all. I'm going to go up to Object and break the compounds apart. And then, so this is our rectangle. I'm going to click on our group of objects. You know what? I'm going to ungroup them. I'm going to go and ungroup everything. And I don't know if this is going to help him. I do not understand. So there's the rectangle. We don't want to mess with the rectangle. So we're going to get, and these are all the parts of the dimension tool. So I'm going to hit the shift key and go all the way up here. So I've got all those selected. I'm going to group them together. Now this is the part I understand, because now we can make it smaller. Well, I got to grab the whole thing. Now we can take, this is his house slab, and make it smaller. We've still got 49 inches. That's what he wants, to 49 feet and 0 inches. So I don't understand. I kind of know the scale. Let me make this back to the 49 feet. And if we take this with a ratio locked and divide it by 1/8, or really times 1.25, which is 1/8 inch, we get that right there. But that's only 6 by 3. So I don't know if the ratio is the same, but the good news is his measurement is still good. Originally it was 500 and, well, we changed it. Let's change our dimension to inches. And it's 588 inches, okay, times 0.125, which is 1/8 of an inch. Now our dimensions didn't come with it because I didn't grab it all. So I'm going to grab it all this time, times 0.125. And I'm thinking that's 1/8 inch equals 1 foot. Because now it is 75.3 and 75 point. See, how can that be 75.3 inches when our bed size? Oh, I need to change one. See, this is what I can't figure out. I'm going to change my bed laser or printer size. See, it's way too, you got to grab it all. it's way too big to print it out on the paper. Still, I mean, it's a lot closer, but it's 73 inches. Now, I'm not a math guy, and hopefully a math guru will chime in here. Because if this is the real scale at 588 inches, I'm kind of lost. Let's change it back to feet, and you can see it's 49 feet. Now, if we go divide it, or excuse me, time, don't want to do that. I mean, the real question is just group them together. So let's go times 0.125. And see, I didn't grab it all. So you got to grab it all, make sure you get it all, times 0.125. I might be way off on that. But I did solve the problem being able to get the dimension. The reason I put them on the outside is so I can get a good measurement, because it's measuring the whole thing. I'm going to still look at this and maybe get with him and maybe figure it out a little bit better. But that might work. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.